Hello, everybody. Special treat today. I'm here with Shanef3d and Purrs. Welcome, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome, Purrs. Welcome, Shane. Yeah, you're an awesome guest. I'm really happy to have you on tonight. Your
Thank you.
work, I'm sure, has been seen by many, and it's pretty epic. So, if you want to introduce yourself, let us know.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you for inviting me, guys. I am a 3D artist, digital artist, and have been using Comfy for a while. By that, I mean, like almost 2 years on and off. Um, yeah, and I have, been creating a lot of animation and digital art using Comfy mixed with, my 3D workflow.
Yeah, you have a very deep 3D background. So, what are your tools of choice? Let the people know. I know you're using some good stuff.
Yeah, well, not so much, not too deep, but usually I use Cinema 4D, like a mix between Cinema 4D Houdini. I've been getting into Blender as well recently.
Awesome. Yeah, it's maybe we could start like showing some of your work. And I know like recently you had something pretty major. I mean, I don't know if the people have seen, but you recently like did something with the sphere, the Las Vegas sphere, which is incredible.
Yeah, they commissioned me for some custom animation, digital art for their exterior, and
Wow.
then one just got revealed. Pretty happy how that turned out. But yeah, if you guys want to have a look,
Yeah,
uh,
you can either
I
play
can
it
show
or I
you.
play it. Up to you. I can. Yeah,
Yeah,
if you want to pull up your Instagram and show it or whatever you have on your
here you
screen. Oh, here we
go.
go. Perfect. That's amazing, man.
So crazy.
And then I did like another component, kind of like an AR component outside as well.
Wait, that's not in real. No, I'm just kidding.
That is actually there on location. It's
Yeah.
flown by
Can you imagine? It's a
tens of
bunch of
thousands of
drones.
drones. Yeah, it's a bunch of drones. Um, but yeah,
That's super, super cool.
No, this must be a strange feeling to have your work on the sphere. It's kind of
yeah,
like the goal of all digital artists, isn't it?
yeah, it's really surreal.
Yeah, the upscaling on this thing must be because yeah, it's like it's what is the resolution of the sphere on the outside like this?
Can't
If you can share.
disclose. Can't
I
disclose.
was
Gotta
gonna say
keep my mouth
I was gonna say if you can share.
tight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's
but
640 by 480.
yeah.
pretty much.
Oh,
Uh,
480p.
yeah, but it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to
So
get
cool.
everything look right. So
Wow,
um,
I think you nailed it.
yeah, it was it was a lot. It was a lot. But anyways, but if you can see some of my previous work, um, you know, a lot
Yeah,
of
you feel yeah. Show us all your good stuff
a
because
lot
I
of
feel
it
like
is done with animative, but I've been experimenting with new models as well. So
yeah, like the comment that was just shared right there. That's the way I personally I've always felt about you. Is like you're insanely talented, and you found a way to use AI to make your work different, but still using your very deep background and knowledge, and that makes you a very unique artist, in my opinion. Yeah, it's your stuff is amazing because of
thank
this.
you,
Because
thank
I
you.
can sense like you have a you could basically make like amazing like and you'll explain I'm sure like how you do it, but it's yeah here I'll
Yeah, I
let you
can, I
talk
can,
about
I can. That's what I was pulling up. I can explain, how like a little bit behind the scene with
oh here I
like
have this
this
one pulled up
specific
too.
artwork. Yeah,
Perfect.
because I guess it's like simple to illustrate. But yeah,
Before you show and explain, let me tell a fun story. Is at this time I was on the server with JBoog and Purrs, like, and I know with JBoog we were trying to have a conversation before you joined to just guess how you were making this stuff. And we're like, oh, he's probably just using like, maybe a little depth map and some diff, nothing special, whatever. And then you told us how you did it. We're like, oh God, okay, yeah, this is the real deal. How you're using, like Cinema 4D Houdini and all that good stuff to create your own yeah, it was
Yeah, I
something else.
guess yeah, it's like my background is kind of lucky to also get into this space, just because I feel like the two medium mixed together pretty well. Uh, but and I haven't seen a lot of people doing it, so I've
Yeah,
seen more and more people doing it now, which is amazing because I think it's like a lot of unexplored potential for art and design, you know, for new
yeah,
creations. But yeah, stuff like that. I feel like a lot of it is like imperfect compared to either fully CG or hand drawn work. But I guess I've been just like embracing the imperfections. Um,
I think that's what makes it special to me.
it
The
does, it does.
imperfection. I mean, look at this. This is gorgeous. One of my favorite one of yours
Yeah.
was it was a while ago with the end with the smoke. I think I don't know if you.
This one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that one touched me. This one is
Yeah.
incredible. Oh goodness.
gorgeous.
Yeah, and that was a long time ago. Maybe I should revisit with like newer models. Um, if only
Yeah,
they can generate like more than I don't know more than 8 seconds.
Yeah, that's really a problem with the newer ones.
Yeah.
They don't have that elasticity the old ones had, but we'll get there.
yeah. This is the one we're talking about with JBook. This
Oh
one,
yeah.
the flower drawing. I remember. That's amazing work. So yeah, it's and now I'm sure a lot of people, like I said, are wondering how you get to this thing. So let's. I think you were going to show kind of like
Kind of the
the
little behind
behind
the
the
scene.
scene.
Yeah.
So show the before. Show the before.
I
Sorry, show
guess
the after again.
this because this is like one of the super simple one.
Hmm.
So I guess it's like easy to illustrate. Uh, but hold on. Um, so this is like the project file, and I can also show you guys kind of like the rendered out 3D animation um, before, like before you got run through, you
Oh
know,
yeah, okay.
yeah.
So yeah, you make that in 3D before. That's your first step.
Which is
Yep.
already awesome. It's already
Yeah, I
incredible.
was gonna say, man, I would be proud of that already.
No, I mean this is kind of this is just like I feel like if this is this is used in any commercial project, it would get like so many. It's like what
No,
even
I got you. I got you.
but essentially it is a like animate the hand in C4D and then this whole leaf animation. Um, I think the leaf. Let me see. Yeah, so I basically kind of animated leaf to have it scale up and unroll,
Hmm.
right, and then just go to the hand like that. But so after that point, I added some like secondary motion, like you see how he jiggles right here.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, kind of a more organic feeling, and then the whole dissection and then explosion that's done with within Houdini. If you guys, I mean, if you guys want to take a look, I can show you guys, but it's
By all means.
pretty. Yeah, I'll show you. Okay, it's
No, that's fine.
pretty like technical oriented.
Good.
Good, amazing. This is what we need.
Yeah, Houdini is super cool. If anyone isn't aware of it or doesn't use it or doesn't know what it is, think about Blender if it had a good physics engine. It's kind of like it's the thing you use for solving uh, simulation and like logic problems in 3D. Like it's like Comfy in the sense that it's node based, like you can see here, but
Hmm.
as a real time 3D engine as well as all this other stuff, you get all this other stuff added on as well. So Houdini is a rabbit hole and a half. So if you like Comfy,
So you can see, I mean, I think it translates pretty well, with the node workflow. If you have like some basic understanding of 3D and CG, I think it's not too hard to get into it. So, this is the original animation, kind of like I clean it up, and then basically I have, what did I do? Man, I don't even remember what I did. Okay, here. So essentially, I basically I cut them up into a couple of different pieces
I see the pieces.
horizontally, and then animated it like one by one, one by one, one by
Oh, I
one,
see each piece.
right?
Okay.
Each piece animated, and then I cut them up again, into basically smaller chunks, uh, which doesn't. Oh, right
Oh,
here,
here it is.
so that
Okay.
it can
Yeah.
explode, right? And then with this this animation along with like the smaller pieces, I feed them into a RBD solver, which is essentially like a rigid body solver, so each piece can flies away, and then this is like simming in
Wow.
real time. Yeah,
It looks awesome
yeah,
yeah,
with the wind and everything.
yeah, yeah. This I want to have like a kind of like just breaking away feeling, but yeah, and then basically some more cleanup and then exported it. Yeah, that's about
I
that.
see.
And
And
then yeah, I've basically imported back in,
I see.
textured it because it's originally just a leaf, and then rendered it out, and this is how you get this animation. And now we can get to the comfy part.
So
yeah.
yeah, that's cool. So basically, you have your foundation. You made your 3D rendered, textured
Yeah,
base with the black
nice.
background.
Right.
First step
And
in Shane's head. We have the first step. Okay.
then make a loop. A lot of it, it's just to find a way to make a loop. I guess this is like one of the simpler ones. Without, because some of the project it has, I am doing multiple paths, but this one, is more of the simple one. Like if I were to show you, I think this one has like 2 or 3 paths. So if you remember the animation next to this one, it's like the hand holding roses.
Mhm.
So this I think I've divided them up into 3 parts. So
Oh, I
this
see.
is
Yeah, that's
like
the one. Yeah, I remember that one too. Mhm.
this is with everything, I think. This is everything, and then
It's cool to see like the back, like the shot in the that you start from, and to
yeah,
see how
and
bare
this is
bone it looks, and see what you get in
right.
the end. It's crazy.
This is the only hand. This is the hand only,
Mm-hmm.
and then this is the portal only,
Portal.
because
Okay.
I couldn't get the look of the portal right without it, because it will look like hand.
I see.
uh, yeah, hold on. Do I have this? Yeah, this is some of the experiment I've done before. So like this
Oh, I
is
see. The hand.
look,
The
yeah,
front
this
hand.
is so bad.
Oh, that's why
um,
you. Oh, see, I see what you're saying. So what you're saying is you had to work on separate diffs and then you compose
yeah,
them together because otherwise they would be mixing. I got
yeah,
you.
that's why I had to compose it. I think I have it. The hand, where's the portal? But I don't know. I don't know what the portal is. Probably the
And
B.
and and looks
Probably
like
this one.
Cosmic has been excited about this stream, and you know what? Me too.
Couldn't find the portal one. But yeah, let's move back to
Yeah.
the
So yeah. So basically, yeah, you got your hand and the leaf.
yep, yep.
All texture and everything.
Texture and everything, and then you know
Okay.
there's some experiment, but I can just drag into comfy here. But yeah, this is essentially the animative workflow that I use a
Oh
lot of
yeah.
times. So this is just for loading up the image sequence.
Mm-hmm.
One for the original CG render, and then the other one for uh, the depth map. I think in this case I didn't use the depth map.
But in some instances, you do.
Yeah, some instances I do. So some instances I just in this case I did. So hold on. Wait, what? Okay, I guess it's not responding. But so yeah, this is the base, but then I also render out the depth.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah,
Okay.
here it is. Yeah. So if you see, yeah, this one's for depth, this one for the base
For
image.
okay.
Yeah. And I had to basically write like a simple prompt traveler
Mm-hmm. Oh, I
to
see. I see.
yeah,
Like you're basically based on what's going on
yeah,
at the time. Mm-hmm.
based on what's going on at different frames,
Mm-hmm.
and this is what you get. But I think I've shown per how many like iteration I usually do before. So this is like just for kind of this animation. I've tried some different ones, but then kind of slowly decided on using kind of like a flame as the kind of like the fade
Yeah.
away
Oh, that's
effect.
why you prompt. Okay, I see. That's why you did the
Yeah.
prompt travel, so you could. I see sparkles, and I see.
So basically, so in this iteration I just showed you, this one has no flames. I think I
Mm-hmm.
was using just like sparkles, sparks, stars,
Mm-hmm.
so that it doesn't have that look.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I wanted specifically. So I think it's in later ones, say for like this one.
Let's see it.
Let's see.
Yes, here it is. Yeah, it
Yeah,
starts.
I think this is closer. This still doesn't have the flame, I think. Let's see what this one wrote. Brown dying leaf. Yeah, I'm getting like little bit more specific. Even though I know it probably wouldn't make too much of a difference.
Mhm.
But
I love the flickeriness. I think it adds to your style. When I see
yeah,
this, I know you made it.
this one it doesn't have it, but this one it has it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, this is like probably the final output, I think. So let's see what this one has.
Oh, yeah. You start. Yeah.
Yeah, so and even like at this basically kind of you can also ease in, I don't know if they still have that in the newer models, but in animative or in any stable diffusion models, you can have like a
Yep.
lower
Control up, control
strength.
down.
Yeah,
Yep.
so kind of like easing, you can also ease out. And as for kind of this like stop motion feel,
Mm-hmm.
it's literally with like one setting from the animative custom nodes, kind of like you can control the start and the percent. Usually by default is like you run through everything.
Yeah.
um, but if you run through like half, or let's say you don't start it until later half, you can also get a different result.
Yeah.
um,
So like
otherwise it'll become like stable like this. So
it's interesting. Like the
yeah,
difference in look is insane. Like it's widely different. But yeah, that I guess.
right,
Well, this one's cool too in its own way.
yeah.
Whoa, that's a magic purse that appeared right there.
Badoop.
Let's see.
Yeah,
Oh
I
yeah,
see.
and for this one I've also done some like other tests to see,
Different models and stuff.
yeah, different models, but I haven't getting like good result. I think I was trying to show Kelvin something for this because he was,
Look at that.
I don't know, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, this is not.
This.
This is essentially just with Flux,
Mhm.
but without any any motion models or video models. Uh,
Okay.
yeah, I think this is the only thing. This is like a part of the animate diff node where you can like generate each frame with like um, different output, or it has like the context sense. I don't know, but yeah, did a bunch of Flux, um, but then I also tried out some like one
I was gonna ask you if you
generation.
use one.
Yeah, so there it is. But this is not a vase. This is like I think this is the very bare bone like one model. Yeah, this is just the 14B text to video. But but you can also feeding image
Mhm.
and videos as like the samples right here. Uh, I don't know if you guys know more technical details on this. If person knows like what this does specifically, because I know this is definitely different than like image embed
Mm.
and other stuff. Let me see. I
Interesting.
think I'm using
I haven't
both.
used it yet. The this.
Yeah. Try out because you can get like different result from it.
I
Um,
don't pretend to understand how one works. I just kind of
it's just kind of
change
yeah.
things and see what they do.
See,
It
but this
looks.
doesn't translate well, because
Oh, it
you have
just
to.
stays. Mm.
Yeah, because it also doesn't have a prompt travel. And one good thing
Oh,
is of speaking like Chinese as a native language is you can write like Chinese prompt.
Yeah, I remember like you were giving me that trick like a couple months ago, and I was like, "Yeah, this trick is good for you, but not for
do
me."
you, do you find it's a lot better when you prompt like in the native language of the model? Like, is it
I think it actually is somewhat better in a lot
interesting?
of cases, but I feel like it's more the difference in results are just like the feel. I can't really like elaborate on like what
I know
is
what you mean. Yeah.
better, but yeah. And then like this one, I did one with like fish instead of a leaf to see if it translate. So the only thing I'm fitting is like the depth map, but
Oh,
not a
it doesn't get
it
it.
does not get it. But yeah, I mean, like how else would it get it, right?
Yeah,
Like
that's really cool.
right, this is I think
That one's really really good.
this is only with depth map, right? Let me see.
Yeah,
Interesting.
you're just tidying the depth map essentially. It looks like.
Wait, no.
Mel once told me that one really hates multiple inputs. Like if you feed
Uh-huh.
it a depth map, you'll get a better result than if you have like like an open pose sort of composited into it and stuff like that.
Hmm.
But I haven't done any like A/B testing on that to have an
Yeah.
opinion.
Wait,
But
by multiple inputs, you mean like you feed both depth mapping? Oh, this is nice. Yeah, this is
yeah,
what
you would like composite the depth map and like the open pose maybe into one image and then feed that in.
I see.
But they were saying it's way better to just pick one.
Yeah.
Yeah, this looks really cool. This one.
Yeah, this one, yeah, I think this is one of the most successful example. Um, let me see. I think this
Yes,
one,
1 sec. I just want to answer this question from
yeah,
Cosmic. Cosmic says, "So I just need a really high quality depth map, not an entire 3D model." That's correct. You just need a really good depth map, and you can do any of this stuff. And you can make really good depth maps with Blender. And I have a lot of tutorials on it, so just contact
yeah,
me after.
and
But yeah, 3D is a way of getting depth maps, but there's a million ways to get depth maps, and you can make them from videos. So
and the mapping is also kind of tricky because it's not like normal depth map. It goes through like from the value from zero yeah, from zero to infinite if you run it out. But I think a lot of like the model in Comfy they use like normalized from 0 to 1, and that's like I feel like you have to do some um, remapping to fit
Yes.
it. Because usually, yeah, Blender. I think maybe Blender does, but I know C4D, like the render engine I use doesn't do it usually.
Yeah, like if it's too much of a deviance, then the depth map control net gets confused. It's really looking for like an actual monocular depth map.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, so this one, like I run through like a full length. I think this is the maximum one can take, right?
161. Okay.
Yeah.
We're talking about it with Pers the other night. So 161. Okay, got you.
I think so, right? Can you guys confirm? But
For what?
for
Number of frames.
number of frames, the max number of frames you can run.
I don't know if there is a max. I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
I always keep it under because I always assume it's just going to make garbage if I go over, and I don't want to waste.
Yeah.
time,
See,
but-
this is already like in the end is there's already some artifact. I don't know how.
That being said,
see it,
the stuff I was doing last night with the multi talk, I was doing 600 frames in
And you
one.
look great.
No problem.
Oh wow! Wait, can I see the example?
Yeah. So I need to screen. No,
This one's
yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah, this one I like a lot. See if there's
Actually, none of my I can't because all the videos have copyrighted music on them.
Oh.
Yeah,
No
I just realized like I don't have anything that's not lip synced to copyright.
Oh, look at this one. Looks like a
Wait.
pineapple.
I think I prompted pineapple or something, and then you can
That's
just
really cool.
tell. Yeah, let's see. Pineapple.
Oh, damn. Yeah, see? Nailed it.
Yeah. But you know, I think this is just the basic. Oh shit! What the fuck? I think this is like a result of using more than 161 frame that I got. Let's see.
Okay.
181. Yeah. See.
Oh, I see. Interesting. So
And then it breaks down.
Just change it to 12,000. Let's just see what happens.
Oh yeah, we should do that and then wait until like an hour later.
what
You
kind of
just
GPU?
freeze.
Yeah,
Your face
I just freeze.
What kind of GPU do you run, Shane?
I just have a 4090.
Nice. See, that's awesome.
Isn't there isn't there an argument where it says you can have like extended frames or something? I think there
I think
is.
that's what the context options is about, right?
Oh wait, where? If you can,
Yeah, it's to the right. It's down. Context
down.
context options. I know it.
Oh, right.
There.
Yeah. So 81 frame, and then you can do four. Yeah, so you can do like 81 frames, but then every 16 frame beginning and you can just like blend it in together. But it doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't work well.
Yeah, I heard it's not super functional yet.
Yeah, like what it just generates like latent dirt.
I mean, yes. Looks like dirt on the finger. I don't know.
I don't know.
Latent Dirt's a pretty good name for a crust punk band.
Yeah. Some interesting names. Yeah, like that.
Oh, this one went close to the fire for too long.
Yep. It got burned.
Cooked your finger.
But yeah, but now we have newer models. We have VACE. If you guys want to talk about it.
Yeah. Do you have some examples of VACE that you want to show?
Yeah. I love it. So.
Oh yeah, you were showing
Yeah,
us
it's
before.
so
Like,
good.
yeah, we want to see this. This is great. Like, when you do the comparison, that I think the people who are like Pers was saying will love this.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's do it. So I've made. I guess there's a lot. So I was doing, some like really weird tests, but this is the preview version. Okay, let's skip the preview version because like the preview 3B version, it works, but it's not that well. So
Yeah.
I'll show you guys like the newer one. So what do you call it? The
1.3B
the 14 version.
Unpreview. Oh, the 14B one. Yeah, that one's
Yeah.
great.
So let's see. This is some of the first tests I've done.
Okay, so reference image left, control video bottom left, and result on the right.
Yeah. I think this is 14B, right? Let's check.
Your screen
Whoops.
stop sharing.
No, that's my fault. I was
Oh.
just trying to
here it is.
upload
It's
one
back.
of those. Yeah. Just trying to do
14B.
one of these.
Let's check. 14B. Yeah, this is the first test I've done.
Not too
And
shabby.
I've done some more, I think it translates the motion really well, which I like. And some like a mushroom growing, but this is like the basic version. I've also kind of, after doing a lot of more tests,
That looks like
right?
crazy.
So essentially, you can basically, I like to think VACE as of like a fucking video. Can you swear? Sorry.
Sure can.
As of a video editor
Mhm.
Yeah.
instead of like a model and so on, because you can just mix match all different type of functions in one
Mhm.
output. So essentially, this one is done with just the original video, the base input. It's like a 3D
Mhm.
growth simulation, right? And then depth anything depth map from it. So those two controls are feeding into VACE, and hold on, what's this? Those two controls are feeding into VACE. One becomes, I feed into the base image
Mhm.
to use, and then I only set the denoise strength to 75. So it has a good amount of the structure and a color from the base
That makes sense.
base animation in it, and the hold on, I think so. This encode inputs the depth map. So this is the depth map within it, because you see depth anything you fit into it,
Mhm.
and the previous VACE embed is no. What is the previous VACE embed? Oh wait, I didn't realize. Okay, I didn't put that in. Okay, let's just ignore this. I'll show you guys later. Ignore this.
Mhm.
So this
Okay.
one just let's just say this one only has the depth map input, but then also I also have the original image animation input from
Okay.
the one video encode, and then go through the sample input. So this exists without VACE as well. So this is how I got like
Yeah.
the previous hand example that I showed you guys.
Mhm.
So this samples where you get like where you can lower the denoise to get the structure and color of the original animation, and then also have the image embed kind of like as a control net to guide the video. And then this is like the end result. It's like it modifies some part of it, the new stuff that's growing out that becomes mushroom. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, it looks like it could be in The Last of Us, honestly.
Yeah. So
It's insane, incredible.
So good.
and
Oh my
I
goodness,
don't know
this
what
one's
this is.
wild.
Oh, I think this is just hold on.
Bonkers.
I heard your noise. Yeah,
I've just
full
set
strength.
the noise, all the way up, and then
That looks really
then-
cool, honestly.
I've also just turned off any controls.
I see. So it just basically generated like full on.
Yeah. So this will be interesting. So essentially, like I said before, you can stack different controls within the output.
Yeah.
So not only you can feed in base video depth map, but you can also feed in like this sort of trajectory control.
Spline trajectory. Yeah.
Yeah. I wish there's more spline you can mess around with. I think there's only two, like there's like three knobs. But essentially this is the first control, depth map second control, and then fit in. Yeah. So this is what it was. But this is like, as you can see, like the depth map kind of like overwhelms the trajectory control, you can only get like, what is this flying out?
Yeah.
Which I find is not helpful. So you can, but then you have to just like kind of adjust the parameter more, so like that is like, I don't know, still not as optimal. I think the best example I can show you guys is this one, where it has the structure of both,
Mhm.
but then the denoise is also, I
Pretty
think,
full denoise on this one. That looks like
yeah, the denoise at 90,
up on 90. Yeah. Okay.
the original structure, but you can see the two guiding force both working.
Oh, that worked in your favor here because it's the one single tallest mushroom that went in the direction you programmed.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah, it would be cool if you could control multiple trajectories. Indeed, that's crazy. That's beautiful. That is so your style too. And then you can
right,
composite these things together, and you can make a scene.
yeah, and this, I think this is also kind of, it's kind of guiding it. Not sure, but yeah. Let's
It's
see.
very organic.
Lower the noise.
Okay.
Yeah. Um, and I think this is using without, yeah, this is using without CosVid. Uh, so, and this is more example. Never seen before. Like,
Whoa,
what the fuck is? What even is that?
that's crazy.
That's why the sphere hired you. Because, like, this guy can make spheres.
uh, okay.
Oh, that is insane, man.
All right. This might get too relevant with current news, but it's like, this is like kind of like a work I've done last year. Haven't shown anyone, so I've only used it for experimental purpose. But yeah, I'm trying to just like do some like style transfer with
Whoa,
with
it's like
with
Cheetos.
with a vase. But yeah,
like
all I can
fries.
get is Cheetos and and fries. I don't know how, but uh, I think at one point I just gave up and then I just prompted fries. Oh yeah, this is the fries and ketchup.
I think the people love it.
I don't know. Yeah, because I think one of the example within it, yeah, it looks like fries. I'm like, what? Okay, I'm like, why don't I just make fries instead?
Oh, oh my goodness! Like the
That's
explosion,
cool.
the last one is really cool.
Yeah, let me see what I put in this. I just left
And
blank.
there's
Sometimes,
it's
yeah,
yeah, mushroom flowers again.
yeah.
Oh,
See, I don't know. Maybe the control is too much. Like the controlling parameter is too much.
Yeah, it's really hard. Like without donating a lot of time, uh, to doing various tests to really know what's going on. You just kind of gotta vibe node.
Yeah,
look at this one, cookies and cream.
That looks delicious, except for the Cheetos.
the Cheeto is always there for some reason. I don't know how to get rid of it.
I can't get away from the Cheetos.
Cannot. This one is Oreos. But
Oreos
yeah,
and
And
Cheetos. Yeah,
Cheetos. Oh,
yeah.
those look like hickory sticks a little bit.
and then
I know
let's
you had like
see.
yeah. Oh yeah. See what you got here.
Oh, this is just the text to video, some
Hmm.
text to video tests.
I know you had like you restyled also like I think you were showing us the lady walking. That was really cool too.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay,
Yeah.
so I've done some. I think this is just like a stock footage video from Pexel, but yeah, but basically, use the previous example. I used the line art, sorry, the canny edges,
Mhm.
uh, also with like first frame style input to you know basically restyle the whole video, which I find is like super easy to do now. Like this used to be just like really hard to achieve, but now it's like you use also like Cosvit LoRa. It's just like a distillation LoRa,
There's another one now too called Light.
Oh yeah, is that better?
Yes.
Oh shit, maybe I can swap it out and then test it. But essentially, the base video, I think you can ignore all of these notes, but just focus on this. So for this, I'm using Canny Edges. I think I've also experimented with the pose estimator, Canny Edges, and then also the first frame input. Yeah.
which gives you a
Yeah. So
style.
restyling the first frame with a
Yeah.
with an
So
engine.
for the restyling, I've been using SDXL because I mean you can also use like Sora and their videos for it, but with SDXL you can kind of get the pixel perfect aspect ratio
Right.
with it, and all the structure, which I think it works
Yeah, like
definitely
the
works
whole
much better.
composition. Yeah.
As much as the uh, face doesn't look
Yeah,
exactly
but then Juan's gonna solve that. It's just
good.
using it as
Yeah.
a style.
Yeah, and then for this I'm using just like a IP adapter of
Mhm.
like some different styles you can experiment with.
Flux context would be also great to restyle.
Oh yeah, that's right. I haven't tried that yet,
Oh, it's
but
Yeah, it's
really
fun.
good. You'll love it.
you can run it in Comfy, right? Just
Yeah.
with the
Yeah, with the nodes. Yeah,
API nodes, yeah.
I
So
mean,
yeah,
look at
so
that.
another
Come
one
on.
with the
that's wicked.
crayons. The only thing I don't like is just like the face, the full
Like
face is still
repetition.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that's just caused by the line art. I feel
yeah.
like if somehow you can
Mask.
process
If
it
you turn down
well,
the base, if you turn down the base strength, it'll back off any line art stuff. Like what I used to notice with the base strength up high, when you use open pose, it would actually start putting the open pose skeleton into their clothes. So they would be wearing like suspenders that
yeah,
are like shaped like the open pose like character because it's just like baking way too hard into the run or whatever.
yeah. So yeah, definitely, you can use whatever way to kind of edit it, like say export the image sequence, edit it, and then import it back in, stuff like that.
Looks great.
Yeah, and then I also tried to dial down the strength, but then it just becomes kind of like
Oh, it's gorgeous though.
whatever
Yeah.
vase or one has in their model.
It's extremely satisfying to watch. I can tell you that much.
So this is just half strength.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, love the style overall.
I know Peter, who's seems to be in the same field. Is very inspired by what you're saying right now
Oh,
in
nice,
the
nice.
chat.
Yeah,
He loves
the
it.
guy used Vectorworks. Yeah. Definitely, man. Definitely, you should do some experiment with it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what else. So yeah, so this one is from like just straight up from AI Warpers.
Yeah.
A
I think
classic.
his Patreon, and then it just like ran it to see if it works, but it works crazy well. I think this has the similar uh, kind of method as like
I'm a,
the first one restyle, but then also you can just like mask it out. Yeah,
I'm amazed how it's doing that sort of like translucent sheer dress
Yeah,
thing. Like that's actually crazy.
yeah.
yeah. Like as she's twirling around, like it's doing the thing.
It's really crazy. Like
Um,
normally with a restyling, it would be just a material like you wouldn't even see that occlusion. That's crazy.
yeah. Let's see what else I can show you. So okay, so I was showing you guys this before the live stream, but basically you can also, like I said, a video editor.
Oh,
Yeah, you can
that is
also
insane.
just edit it, stuff. You can just do stuff.
You can just do things.
You can just do things. Although it's not perfect, it's like
It's still incredible, man.
it's still, yeah,
That's
it's still incredible.
absolutely crazy.
So
You would fool most people.
yeah,
Comparing
yeah. What I'm
doing
doing,
scrolling.
with this doom screen. But a lot of the online models are doing the job right now. So like all the VO3 slop videos.
Mm-hmm.
But let's see. Where's the okay? It doesn't show the right preview, but essentially, you know, this is just a light pole outside of the street, and I can run it through SAM2
Hmm.
to mask out the whole light pole, and then it gives me kind of a mask alpha channel from it, and then also the
Mm-hmm.
base video. And basically, you just tell VACE to read like in paint this whole section with just a flower bouquet.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
you didn't even reference image it. You just told
Yeah,
it
you
what you
just
wanted.
tell it.
it's
Yeah,
Insane.
kind of crazy, in my opinion. If you look, I mean, my brain is like fooled by it. Like,
yeah.
it's insane.
Um,
Like the sidewalk behind is like perfectly connected, and it's tricking me.
yeah, right. And then yeah, I mean the only telltale sign that I can get is just like the kind of noise, but then also just like the irregular
Like
shape
the
on the
stuff behind
car.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, and the stuff
I
behind
see.
it.
Yeah,
But
Um,
man, like, come on. This is, the
yeah,
second revision of this model. You know what I mean? Like, holy cow.
and so I don't know what the difference is, but if someone can tell me, that'd be great. But essentially, you can change the value on the in paint. Uh, so I think how it works is you give the base video, right, um, and a mask, just a alpha image, alpha animation. But then also you have to change the base video. You have to mask out the base video with a solid color.
hmm,
Hmm.
Uh, but that color can be any color. If you don't, this is what you get because
hmm.
this
Yeah,
is yeah, this is just interesting. Yeah, if you don't kind of like fill out with a solid color, this is what you get. So you have
yeah.
to fill it out.
That might actually be a really cool
Cool.
effect
Yeah,
too, though, to just like casually restyle all the things in a scene or something.
Oh
yeah.
yeah, that would be trippy. But yeah, see, this one I did one with just
Pure black. Okay,
pure black, but it just have a different result for some reason.
interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah. Excuse me.
I guess
I
this one
like.
is just like
I kind of like this one for some reason. Like the one that you just showed, like
yeah,
the
yeah. Maybe I
pixelated.
should. Oh, this one.
Yeah, I like it for some reason.
This one I think I did it with the CrossFit Laura Ong.
Oh,
I guess this function it doesn't support it or for some reason. So
that's funny.
yeah, so you
That's
have
actually really
to
trippy looking.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
trippy, exactly, and I don't mind it. Don't know why.
It's there. It's still there. Something.
It's like Into the Void. This is
Yeah.
what this could have been used in that movie.
Don't touch it. So you lose a
um,
finger.
and I guess this one is my favorite. Stuff like
Yeah,
this. Uh,
man, can you
hold
imagine
on.
if they were growing too off the ground?
Yeah, I prompted with growing, and then I also was like, make it in the style of flat color anime, but
Hmm.
it's not. It's
Beautiful.
not doing that. But still, yeah.
That one is so neat, though.
Yeah, insane.
It is like a flatter light than the Earth, like the surrounding light. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it feels like it tried to do something.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Maybe I'll remove the style prompt to see the difference. But yeah,
So cool.
let's see. And this one, I just changed my hand to a cat.
That's funny.
Squish the cat on the pole.
Just the cat. Yeah. So yeah, um, that's about it. And also, some other stuff I can show you guys. You can get like some just like mix and match stuff with it. Some happy accident or something like that. Essentially, this video, like if you can see the base animation is from a work the basic video of a work that I've done in the past,
Mhm.
and I have the canny edges. But then you're just feeding like random control frame.
Mhm.
That's the first frame, so you
And
can
then
just
yeah, it's like
combine them.
you're
Yeah,
it's like it's almost like compositing on top. It's amazing.
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
I
So
do like how it all mixes together. I've noticed that on a few things. It really blends everything together
but
very
yeah,
interesting.
because this is the happy accident I got, because it's like I forgot to leave this
Hmm.
off or to remove this. So I'm like, whoa.
Mm. Yeah, that
It's
one's
almost like
great.
yeah, it's almost like the QR code into your scene.
Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah, this is some more tests that I've done.
Oh my goodness.
Essentially, this one I was like learning Blender with like the rigging from it,
Yeah.
so I can show you. Yeah, so this is the base animation. Uh, rendering? No, oh, I guess you can just do this. Yeah, so this is the quick,
Yeah.
Uh, so I think this one I've had the first frame from Sora, make it Van Gogh Starry Night.
And
So
yellow.
yeah, yeah,
My goodness, it's incredible. And then you just have fun and you just change the first frame and then
yeah,
this one I like this one. This one is more stable than the one that you were playing before. It's really good.
yeah. It's kind of like the last hamburger vendor or something. So
Man, you're incredible stuff.
I don't know what I changed with this one, but yeah.
So yeah, it sounds like you basically killed it with Animate Diff and now you're killing it with Wen.
I don't know yet. I don't know yet. I don't know if I can make something meaningful with this. I definitely need more time experimenting once I'm done with the
Well,
project I have in hand.
I can tell you one thing though, and that's the thing. It's one of the biggest takeaway here is you're inspiring. You're inspiring me. I'm sure you're inspiring Pers, and you're inspiring a lot more people. Looking at the
Every
comments on
day,
the
buddy.
side,
Yeah, I'll definitely keep it up.
yeah.
Keep on creating.
Anything you want to share with the people that you're working on, that like, and where we can find you? I think Pers already shared your Instagram, on the chat. Anything?
Anything else? Not much at the moment. Just I guess like look out for things.
Always with you. Anything, anytime something drops, I'm like, whoop, stop what you're doing, look at it.
Yeah, I just highly recommend following Shane on Instagram just for the, you know, every time one of his pieces come up, I just smile. So it's just a nice thing to add to your life. Um, and I just want to say, I've met Shane in real life, and you're a very nice fellow.
Thank you,
You
thank you.
are
You guys
indeed.
too. You guys.
Yeah. And we are always here to do these kind of showcases and things like that. So if you guys have artists or creators that you want us to spotlight, please drop it in the stream suggestions chat in the Discord. And yeah, join the Discord. Come on over to comfy.org. Hit up Shane's Instagram. Follow us on all the socials. Comfy.org, I believe it is, everywhere. Or ComfyUI, I think, on Twitter. X, whatever the children are calling it today. Thank you, Shane. Thanks, Julian.
Yeah. Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Pers.
chat. Thanks, friends. We learned a lot today about taking time to have a vision, taking time to work an idea before you just start mashing. Mashing is fun too, but just a little bit of forethought, a little bit of planning goes a long way, and I think your work always echoes that in my mind. Like I can see the path from the idea to the result, and yeah, I think your work's always better for it, man. So yeah, many much applauds for that. And yeah,
Thank,
thanks, friends.
thanks a lot.
Thank you all. Thank you, Shane. Thank you, Pers.
We'll be back on Tuesday. I'm not sure what we're covering, but then Julie and I will be in San Francisco next week for the Comfy Hackathon. So if you are in SF, please go sign up for the hackathon. There are two 5090s up for grabs. One is for, I believe, the best workflow, and one is for the best product stood up during the meet or something like that. So it should be super duper fun. You'll get to talk to me and Julian, a bunch of other people, and just bounce your ideas off about other people who love Comfy. So
Yeah,
really good
and
thing out.
if I'm not mistaken, there's a 5090 for the winner, right?
Yeah, it's two 5090s. Yeah.
Two 5090s.
Two 5090s. So yeah, come on out, and we'll be back on Tuesday. And I think it'll either be Phil or Syntax Fusion or someone else filling in for us on Friday, because I'll be on a plane. So yeah, thanks, friends.
Thank you.
Yeah, as always, please follow us everywhere. And Julian,
thank you. Yeah. Oh, do the honors. Yes, Shane. Like I said, it was a special one for me. I've always been a big fan of your work and of yourself. You're the man. Keep inspiring everybody, and I would love to have you again. In the future when you want to share some more stuff, because yeah, you're amazing.
Hey guys,
Thank
I
you.
was happy to just mess around in Comfy and just talk about stuff with you guys. Yeah,
Have a great weekend, everybody. Thanks, Purse. Thanks, Shane. Awesome.
thank you.
stay safe, everybody. Much love. Mwah.